Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about Emilia Perez. I hope y'all enjoy. Let's get to it now. Alright, y'all, let's get into this. So, saying that I didn't like Emilia Perez is an understatement. Because I thought this film was complete garbage. I did not like this film at all. It's a dog shit movie, and one of the worst movies I've ever seen. As I don't get why in the fuck this film got 13 Oscar nominations. This movie got just as much Oscar nominations as Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Oppenheimer, and many other classic movies. And I don't get why. I don't get why. This film fucking sucked. Last week they announced the Oscar nominations, and Emilia Perez got more Oscar nominations than any movie this year, more than The Brutalist, The Substance, Wicked, Dune Part 2, Conclave, Honor, all of it. And I don't get why. Because this film is way worse than all those. Like, I didn't like Wicked, but I hate this film even more. Oh my gosh. So after seeing all the Oscar nominations this movie got, I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll see why everyone doesn't like this movie, because I couldn't really talk crap on this movie because I hadn't seen it. So I thought I'd make it a point or a chore to watch this, and I don't like it. I can see why people don't like it. Everyone's coming together and hating on this movie because it is fucking terrible. The directing is pretty bad in this film, as Yaquez Alderad uses way too much style over substance in this film, and it's a complete mess of a film. Like, he wants to focus on many different aspects and themes to try to tell this story, but it's all over the fucking place. It's trying to be too many things at once. The writing is complete shit, as this movie is very bad. It's a very messy script, as it tries to tell way too many stories. It doesn't pay off at all. By the end of the film, it takes the easy way, predictable way out, and also the premise behind it. I didn't buy into it. I didn't buy into the Mexican cartel leader who wants to transition into a woman. Like, yes, people do transition, but I don't think in this kind of line of work of, drug dealing and drug lord, that this would ever happen. I don't buy into it. I'm sorry. I don't buy into this premise. It's ridiculous, and it comes off as unbelievable and unrealistic. The characters are very underdeveloped and horrible. I didn't find myself caring about really any of them, or their arcs at all. The acting is not very good, even though I will say Zoe Zanata, gives a solid performance in this film. Even though the script makes her look very bad, she, some of the ridiculous lines she says in this movie, she can make it come off good. So if she wins an Oscar for supporting actress, I would actually be okay. That's the only award this film should win, even though I think there's other more deserving, like Margaret Qualley in The Substance or Felicity Jones in The Brutalist. I think those are better options to go with. But it seems like she's going to win it. But she does a solid job. She's like the only good part of this film. But her co-stars cannot keep up. Man, they give bad performance. Carlia Gascon's performance is bad in this film. She can't sing for shit. I'm sorry. And Selena Gomez's performance is very underwhelming. Her character is wasted in this film. I don't think she's given enough screen time or anything. And she can sing, but she can't act. I'm sorry. At least not in this movie. I haven't seen her other stuff. But the cinematography, looks nice in certain scenes, but it's very inconsistent. And it doesn't have a good balance of its color balance. Some shots are too dark, some are too fucking bright. There's not like that balance. It's very inconsistent. And the camera movements don't do a very good job of conveying emotions, as this movie lacks that. The production design is very basic with dull set pieces, and the soundtrack of this movie is horrible, as it's a musical with some of the worst songs I've ever heard. These songs fucking suck. Like, it's supposed to be a musical, but I found myself annoyed after every musical number. The pacing and editing in this film is awful, as it's a little over 2 hours long, like 2 hours and 12 minutes, but it felt like 3 with this slow pacing. Like, there were times where I wanted to stop this movie and not watch it, but I just got through it, It felt like a chore to watch this movie. Overall, Emilia Perez sucks, as if this movie wins Best Picture at the Oscars, then it's going to be the worst Best Picture winner in Oscar history, worse than Crash, worse than Shakespeare in Love, worse than The English Patient, worse than some of these other, infamous Best Picture winners. I think this would be the worst. I am not gonna say I'm gonna delete my channel if this wins Best Picture because I'm afraid that this is gonna win. I think this is a front runner, especially with some of the AI controversy with The Brutalist. I'm fucking scared. I hope this doesn't win. Please, Anora, or please Dune Part 2 or The Substance. Those are way better movies. Or even Conclave. I thought that was good, not great, but please, I'd rather that win Best Picture than Emilia Perez. Please. I don't recommend wasting your time watching this garbage. I don't recommend it. If you want to see how bad this movie is, then I guess check it out for yourself. But I'm giving this movie a straight F, Horrible. We're eating horrible. We're starving watching this movie. Raw food. The rawest food you'll ever eat. Some of the most garbage. Like, basically, someone took your Burger King, took a shit on it, let it sit overnight, and then you took a bite. That is this movie. This movie fucking sucks. F all the way. Alright, y'all, so that is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Comment on whether you have seen Emilia Perez or somehow excited to see it. If you've seen Emilia Perez, let me know. Do people actually like it? Or do everyone hates it like I do and most people do? If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and alerts to know when I drop a new review. And what movie do you want to win Best Picture this year? Comment that as well on the comments below. Anything but Emilia Perez at this point. Appreciate you all for watching. See you on the next one. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me review a movie. Thank you very much.